people safe in our communities has never been more important. We remain dedicated and strong in the
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? It is your girl, your diva and knowledge lady Mocha, representing Mocha's Cafe de Paris, where I'm always serving you wisdom, knowledge, and spiritual awareness. Hope everybody had a wonderful Memorial Day. Hope you was able to relax, chill out, cook out with your family, just basically chill and just do your thing or whatever. But definitely want to give a big ups to all of my subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I am over 3,000 subscribers, so I'm very grateful for that. And I have all of you to thank for it because y'all have been liking the video, y'all been sharing the video, and y'all been commenting, y'all been showing me love, y'all been donating. So I am more than grateful ever. And even though I'm not as big as I would like to be, I'd rather be small and have genuine people on my team than to be big and huge and have a lot of ingenuine, dishonest people on my team. So again, I definitely want to give a big ups to all of y'all. Again, I thank each and every one of y'all for supporting me and rocking with me thus far throughout this journey since I started my channel back in 2016. So it's steady thriving, it's going strong. And I tell you, these YouTube streets is very brutal. And it takes a lot of strength to be able to get on here and do your thing and blog without getting caught up in the drama, without getting caught up, in all of the YouTube beef that's going on. So, me, I've always been one to stay in my own lane. And that's how I've been able to survive my channel thus far. So again, I got to thank all of my ladies for supporting me and all of my guys for rocking with me. You guys, y'all are just awesome. And I'm so grateful for each and every one of y'all. So of course I had to jump on. It was a spontaneous type of content to do because again I work a lot, being in corrections. I don't have a lot of time on my hands, so I got to just do my topics whenever the hell I can or whatever. So I thought it was imperative that I did this particular content, particularly for all of you men out there tonight. I have to look out for my guys. I look out for my ladies, but tonight I had to look out for my guys because the truth of the matter is a lot of these dudes are miserably married. It's a lot of miserably married men. Now, we come on these YouTube streets all of the time and we talk about women being miserable, but there are a lot of miserable dudes that are miserably married, that are in a marriage that now they have regrets and they're reflecting like, what, I should have not married this broad. I should have not, invested into this marriage. So before I go into my content, let me give a big ups to everybody entering my chat. What's up, Abina, Non-GMO, Miss Sassy Diva, Royalty Simpson, Lord Drag One, Rep. I know, right? Long time no see because of the way my schedule has been. It's been very crunk. So I've hardly had any time. I'm gonna charge in my headphones here because I hear it beeping. And I should have charged it up before I went live, but hell, I be pushing 12-hour shifts, y'all. So y'all know how that go. But yeah, nevertheless, I definitely want to thank all y'all for hanging out in the chat with me tonight. But yes, we're going to get down. We're going to get down. We're going to mean business tonight because it's a lot of married dudes out here that are miserable as hell. And I'm going to tell you why you're miserable. So let me go ahead and charge up my headphones. Okay. Hopefully that should do the trick. So yeah, we're going to get down and we're going to talk about you married her for her looks. and now you're miserable, because this is something that a lot of men are doing. And again, a lot of people don't a lot of men don't like to address this. A lot of men don't like to talk about this. uh I'm echoing. Let me turn this down. Okay, I was double backing. So anyway, that's what we're going to talk about tonight. That is what's on the menu. Yes, we're going to talk about you married her for her looks and you're miserable. Oh yeah, we have a lot of miserably married men out there. We have a lot of them that are damn in the day and damn in the hour they ever decided to give their life to the wrong woman and commit to the wrong woman. So I'm gonna go ahead and share this on Facebook, so my Facebook people will be able to join as well. Okay, going live now. Just give me a second, y'all. I should have been more prepared than this, but y'all know how it is. I just had me some wine and I worked 12 hours, so y'all know how that go. Okay, yeah, so I went ahead and posted that. So moving further right along, I thought it was imperative that I did this particular recipe, I did this particular topic. Um, Basically about a lot of men that are married, but yet they're miserable. They're in a very miserable, dysfunctional marriage. What's up to everybody that's joining the chat room? I hope y'all Memorial Day is going good thus far. Okay, let me add that in there too. Here's a link. Come join. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to be breaking down all of the factors for why there are so many miserable married men out there, because it's a lot of y'all that are miserable. It's a lot of guys that are miserable because they married the wrong woman. And the reason why they're miserable is that because they married a woman basically because of how she looked, and they're paying the price for it. So we're going to break down the elements of that tonight. So big ups to everybody that's joining my chat. I think, let me see. I still got most of my moderators in here. So y'all be on deck. For those of you who lost your wrench, I didn't take it from you. YouTube is doing some crazy stuff lately. I've been seeing people wrenches disappearing. I don't know why, but I'm going on my downtime. I'm gonna make sure most of my ladies and my guys, I'm gonna make sure y'all get y'all wrench tonight. I don't know what the heck happened. I didn't take any wrenches from anybody. But nevertheless, let's move forward. There's a lot of dudes in America that are miserably married, and it's not because of marriage. Okay, so I want to put this out there because there's this misconception that once a man is married, he's automatically miserable, and that's far from the truth. There are a lot of men that are miserable because not because of marriage, but because they married the wrong woman, which is why they are miserable. Okay, so let me go ahead and put that out there. All right, what's up, Water Sniper? There's too many men that are choosing the type of women they feel will be suitable for them versus a woman that will be suitable to have their children from and build a foundation with. Too many men are more concerned with getting a woman that looks pretty instead of a woman that will make a good wife and a good mother to their children. However, there's only a select few of men that have bad judgment in choosing the right woman, and I will break down those factors as I go into this content. When you choose a woman specifically based off of her looks, you are setting yourself up for a recipe of disaster. Sometimes the woman you want isn't necessarily the woman you need. Now, I'm going to repeat that again for some of my simple dudes out there, just in case it didn't register. Sometimes the woman you want isn't necessarily the woman that you need, okay? In the words of BBD, that girl is poison. Never trust a big butt and a smile. And too many of you brothers are falling for the okie doke, and you marry these women, you wife these women, you have children from these women, and you wonder why you're so damn miserable. That's right, Rep. Them big butts only carry you but so far. Can I get an amen? Hallelujah. Sha-ta-ta-ta. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. What's up, Raise the Bad Guy? Appreciate you for hollering at me, stopping by. appreciate your support. Reg the bad guy. He has his own channel for everybody who's in the chat room. For all of you guys that's in the sports and different topics within the YouTube world, Reg the bad guy is the man to see. So we're going to talk about this. These are the factors that are contributing to men that end up usually miserably married. And this is the reason why so many of you dudes are having heart attacks, y'all are having strokes, y'all are leaving this world quicker than women. Because you married the wrong woman. A lot of y'all are doing that mess. But I got love for y'all. I'm going to break down the factors because in order to understand a woman, you have to get information from a woman. Okay, so I'm taking the time to break down the factors and break down the elements as to why you guys are why these men out here making bad decisions and they are wifing the wrong type of women. Now, starting with drum roll, please. Starting with number one. Okay, the reason why you married her for her looks. You chose her because she was your type versus not choosing her as being Mrs. Right. Okay, you chose her because she was your type. You did not choose her because she was right. You basically fell prey to her looks. She had the body, the pretty face. She was the best thing in your eyes since sliced bread. This is nothing new under the sun. Attractive women get a pass on a lot of things that they shouldn't be getting a pass on. I see a lot of attractive thoughts, and you guys, you dudes, y'all give pretty women, no matter how trifling they are, no matter how whorish they are, a lot of men, y'all give pretty women a pass. It don't matter how jacked up her reputation is. It don't matter how messed up her character is, how nasty her attitude is as a woman. A lot of pretty women get a pass. And it's you guys' faults because y'all have boosted a lot of these females' egos and making them feel like they're God's gift to women. You let them know how fine they are. You buying them stuff. Y'all buying them cars. Y'all paying for their rent center furniture. A lot of you guys, y'all have created these damn monsters that y'all complain about. Y'all want to complain about these black women, but a lot of y'all have created these monsters that y'all are complaining about. A lot of attractive women get a pass on stuff. There are things that beautiful women can do that unattractive women just cannot do. Let's be frank. If an unattractive female, if she's 300-400 pounds and she's a cheater and she's a whorish, you gonna write her off right away. But for some strange reason, as long as she looks good, her body is tight, she has big assets, for some reason, you are willing to overlook that because she looks good. Hell, I see it on YouTube. I see guys that allow a lot of women to get away with certain stuff just because her goddamn avatar picture look good. She can get away with being disrespectful. She can get away with saying stuff in men's spaces. And dudes give these type of females a pass just because she looks good, just because she's attractive. Attractive, pretty women usually not good women. I have noticed that years ago. Okay, Jeremy Broom, I appreciate that. We got one honest brother in the room. Appreciate you. That's what I'm saying. Every woman that looks good does not make her a quality woman. What's up, Real Aaron's Collins? I appreciate you for coming in the chat. Long time no see. It's a lot of women, because they look good, they get a pass. They're allowed to be disrespectful. They allowed to be trifling. But because they look good, they got a nice body. You dudes, y'all don't address these attractive women. Because she mixed and got long hair, it's all right for her to be trifling. It's okay for her to get out of pocket because she's Latina, she's Puerto Rican, or she's black and looks good, and got a nice body. Y'all allow attractive women to get a pass. Let's just be frank, okay? There are, like I said, there are things that beautiful women can do that ugly women just can't do. Okay? A dude will deal with an attractive woman that got 3-4 baby daddies before he deal with an ugly female that got one baby daddy. Okay? Beautiful women have always gotten a pass on a lot of stuff. I've witnessed pretty women be mean, have nasty attitudes, they're arrogant, think they're God's gift to men, and they feel like they're doing you a favor just by being seen with you. You got some females, they really have this attitude where she feels like she's doing you a favor by being with you. And again, it is you guys' faults because you have boosted her ego. You have let her know how fine she is. Y'all be sitting up here buying these female stuff, paying for their trips, paying for their carnival cruises, paying for their low country boil, garlic crabs, paying their Toyota Camry notes every month, paying their renter center furniture, paying their child daycare center. It's a lot of dudes out here slipping, but they're not going to tell their fellow brethren that. They're going to sit there and make it say, man, I don't be doing that. I ain't no simp, man. I ain't sitting up here spending no money on none of these bras like that, man. I hit it, I quit it, I keep it moving. These guys are paying these females Section A rent. They try to sit up here and act big and macho around other men like they don't do all that stuff. And that is a lie. The majority of these guys is paying to be seen with these women because they are attractive. What's up, One Titans? I can't be with a woman who isn't attractive to me. And I'm going to go into that too. Trust and believe. I'm not saying that because you should only give ugly women a chance and write off the beautiful sisters. No, 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 no. Because I'm aware of that. You do have to be attractive. I mean, not attracted to somebody in order to be appealing to them. I get it. But we can't have a tunnel vision. We have to always look at things from more than one angle. And this content is specifically for men who have married women who, because of their looks, and now they're miserable because now they're finding out she has nothing else to offer. That's the problem when you deal with a woman only because of how she looks. But guess what? We're going to go more into that as I do the content. But yeah, Titans, Brent, thank you for bringing up that point. And trust and believe, I'm definitely going to address that. What's up, Third Ward? Colombian, appreciate you for coming in the chat room. Everybody, Nolan, appreciate you. Non-GMO, and I'm going to get into that. I'm looking at my notes, y'all. You have to realize I witnessed a lot of pretty women be mean, have nasty attitudes, arrogant because they think they're God's gift to men. And the reason for that is because so many men have told them how good they look. They've had a lot of brothers who have simped for them, have paid for things for them. You have a lot of guys that are doing it. They're not going to admit it, but it happens a lot. What's up, Spuds? Triple X, how do Nadia? What's up? If you as a man have overly hyped a woman up by constantly and consistently letting her know that she's the baddest thing you ever had, she will bulldoze your ego quicker than a damn Tonka truck. A lot of guys have done it. A lot of men will get with a certain type of woman and let her know how fine she is, how beautiful she is. And basically now she feels like she has the upper hand to pretty much drag him or, manipulate him, or take him through changes because he has boosted her ego by letting her know, she's the prettiest thing he's ever been with. Because let's face it, you got some guys out here that are squares. They're not really attractive. They haven't they're not used to getting attention from women. You have to be let's keep it frank. You got some guys out here that are not used to getting attention from women. So what tends to happen is the woman that is attractive, she will prey on the unattractive dude because she knows 9 times out of 10 he ain't never had a chick on her level. So she's going to use all of that to her advantage. What's up, King Ba? Appreciate you, King Ba, for always, stopping by and holler at me. I'll be seeing you comment on my community tab all the time. Appreciate you for being a loyal subscriber. Yeah, we're going to get in. We're going to get into this. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, she wants his money. Of course. My thing is, if you're not an attractive dude, an attractive woman will give you a pass as long as you're making some bread. She's willing to Deal with your unattractiveness as long as you are making the bread. Of course. Absolutely. I agree with that, Royalty. What a lot of men aren't understanding. Listen to this. What a lot of men aren't understanding is that just because you think highly of a pretty woman or an attractive woman, it doesn't mean she thinks highly of you or her damn self for that matter. Pretty women that have low self-esteem will overpower a man that has let her know how beautiful she is, and basically he has created a monster. What's up, sissy? I got Poetic Cows in here. What's up, boo? How are you doing? For everybody who's coming in tonight, I'm talking about you married her for her looks, now you're miserable. We're talking about the men who married women specifically because of how good they look, and now they're miserable. So that's on the menu tonight for everybody who's coming in. A woman that doesn't think much of herself, because I want y'all to follow me on this. I want to make sure we marinate and we're on the same page with this content. A woman that doesn't think much of herself gets off on a man that does. She gets off on a man that does. The truth is, not all women that you think look good think that they look good. So I'm sure that went over some of y'all heads. Somebody didn't catch that. Somebody didn't marinate on what I just said. I'm gonna repeat that again. A woman that not all women that you think look good think that they look good. You even have some attractive women that may try to act bougie and act like they the shit, but in actuality, it's just a facade or a facade or cover up for how she truly feels about herself. It's a lot of beautiful women that got self-esteem low as hell. Just because you think she fine, in actuality, some of these sisters out here, they don't really think they fine like that. They really don't. Because if you think about it, it's a lot of attractive women that go after the build-a-bum dudes. They go after the better males, and you'll look at a woman and be like, damn, as good as she looks, why is she checking for him? Why is she with him? You can't figure because a woman looks good, she automatically has high self-esteem. That is not true. You have a lot of women who are attractive. They don't really value themselves. They don't. They really don't. They really don't think. They really don't think they are that attractive like you think they think. They really don't believe they are attractive like you think they are. Anytime you choose a woman based on her looks, you are setting yourself up for failure, because a woman's physical features does not define her as wife material. Just because she looks good, just because she has a nice body, just because she's light-skinned, mixed, or whatever it is, whatever you feel is the ideal attractive woman, that does not qualify her as a wife. It does not matter how fine she is. That doesn't mean she's mentally, emotionally, or physically capable of being the woman that you need. I'm sorry. Yes, she looks good on the passenger side of your Mercedes Benz. Yes, she looks good when you bring her around your homeboys and they telling you, damn, man, where you got her from, man? She looks good, man. Do she got a sister? Do she got some cousins? Yeah. But that don't mean she's qualified as somebody's wife. No, Gerard, I hope to get there one of these days. As close as I've been to Paris was when I had some French toast. That's as close as I've been so far. I hope to get there. But just because a woman looks good, that does not make her wife material. Listen, some women are made for a lifetime, and some women are made for one night. Know the damn difference. I get it. Looks are very important. I get it. Nobody wants to show off a hyena. I understand. But don't make that be the number one priority, and that's the only thing that's important to you, or else it's going to come back to haunt you later. Now I'm going to break down the factors of the next factor of you married her for her looks. Now you're miserable. This is the second factor. You married her because you was intimidated by other men you felt wanted her. I'm gonna give y'all 2 seconds to let that register, to let that marinate. Unfortunately, non-GMO, yes. To answer your question, yes. Now, I'm not telling you that's who you should be with. This is the question non-GMO asks. Not trying to be funny, but does an overweight, out of shape, unattractive woman qualify as a wife? To a certain degree, it does. Now, that does not mean she's has to be your wife. If she's handling business, she treats you like a king, she cooks and cleans and allows you to lead, then hell yeah, with she's gonna be an overweight ass wife, but yeah, depending on her character. But that still does not mean, because we have some trifling overweight women out there too. And again, this is not to persuade anybody to get with a woman that's overweight. But what I'm saying is you have to make sure that she is wife quality, regardless if she's a big woman, she a fat woman, white woman, black woman. It's things that it's different factors that you need to consider. So I don't want none of the guys up in here thinking that I'm convincing you to go marry Big Bertha, because that is not what I'm saying. Okay? I'm not telling you to go wife Big Brenda. All right? I'm not telling you that. We know Big Brenda could get down on the potato salad, macaroni and cheese, cornbread, collard greens with ham hocks and bacon grease, macaroni and cheese, sweet potato pie, banana pudding. No, I'm not telling you to go after Big Brenda, okay? I don't want none of the guys in here thinking I'm saying that. I'm just saying, okay? Big Brenda can cook, but that don't mean you have to marry Big Brenda, okay? You just get a plate from her every once in a while. That don't mean you have to marry her, non-GMO. But I get what you're saying. But no, I absolutely not. I'm not saying an overweight woman qualifies as a wife. Okay. I'm just saying, I'm going to repeat this again. Do not make looks the priority. Okay. Because I get it. Everybody has a type. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say you shouldn't have a type. Because I have a type. We all got types now. And that's just the God's honest truth. But don't let that be your only factor. Aaron says some of these guys be thinking with the little head in their pants and not the big head on their shoulders. That's why they only go for beauty, only as opposed to both beauty and brains. Hello, thank you. That's what I'm saying. She has to have both. If she's going to be attractive, she's still got to be wife material. I'm glad you clarified that for me, Aaron, because that's really the point I was trying to make, and you summed it up. Yeah, but I'm gonna get back to this point here. You married her because you was intimidated by other men you felt wanted her. I'm breaking down the reasons why a lot of these guys are miserably married, and I'm basically explaining the wrong reasons you married the woman, or the wrong reason you chose this woman to be your wife. You married her because you was threatened by the other men you felt wanted her. Maybe you met her during a time in which many dudes was checking for her. Maybe her ex was checking for her. Her baby daddy was checking for her. So you felt that you needed to snatch her up and marry her right away. You felt like you had to hurry up and hit that jackpot because you was intimidated by another man who was going to hit that jackpot before you. So you felt the need to snatch her up and you married her right away, using the ring on her finger as a repellent to keep the other brothers away from her. You became threatened by male counterparts you think wanted her, or she had you believing wanted her. Let me tell you guys, some of these women will lie and make up false narratives about all the dudes they got lining up waiting to get with them. Some women is up there and lie and tell guys, I got this dude who want to talk to me. I got this dude who want to marry me, when it's all far from the truth. Some women will sit there and lie and tell a guy that, so he will be what's the word? He will be more pressured into marrying her if she convinces him that I got all of these guys that's checking for me. I got this guy that want to get with me. I got this guy that want to holler at me. Some females will do that. And it's far from the truth. In some cases, she has had too many men in line and has played out, and now she has limited options. So that's another reason too. A lot of men ended up wifing women who basically was on their last leg, because they done been all over the block and it really wasn't too many dudes really checking for them. Some men got lucky and married a woman for her looks only because she was on her last leg and he just so happened came in when she could not get anybody else. Some of you guys were just last minute resort. A lot of men were chosen. Some women have chosen men and have married men basically because he was her last option. She done been all over the block. She done had everybody. She done had everything. There's nothing else left. So she had to take the option that he presented to her. Of course, she's not going to tell the square dude that. A woman is not going to tell square dude that, I've been all over the block. I've been with Mike. I've been with Jaquan. I've been with Robert. I've been with Charles. I've been with Craig. I've been with Marlon. She's not going to tell you all that. She's not going to say, I've been with so many dudes. I am down on my last leg. And the only reason I married you is because I don't have any other options. I done been all, and nobody else is going to marry me. You the only sucker that's going to marry me. Nobody else was going to do it. Nobody else was going to wife me up because everybody, the other dudes, they're all familiar with my reputation. They are familiar with as far as my level of how much community dick I have received. So basically, I only married you because you gave me the option. Nobody else was going to marry me. And it's always a square dude who is quick to marry this type of female. Of course she's not going, but she's not going to tell the square dude that's willing to wipe her up at all costs because basically you feared another man was going to take her from you. Some females will lie to make it seem like you are in competition with other men she pretends that wants her. She will sit up here. You have some females that will sit up here and will tell you, I got all of these guys checking for me. I got this guy wanting to get with me. I got this guy wanting to marry me. She's telling you that to let you know that you are in competition. So you better hurry up and wife me. You better hurry up and marry me because I got all of these dudes that are checking for me. Some women will sit down and lie and say stuff like that. Yeah, exactly, Q. That's why she moves from state to city. Yep, like Aaron said, some of these guys will snatch up sloppy seconds. A lot of these dudes have married and wifed up sloppy seconds. You wifed up a woman that done been around the block more than the goddamn Uber driver. You married married a woman who been passed around more than a goddamn collection plate in a Baptist church. A lot of you men got sloppy ass seconds. What's up, Angela Boo? How you doing? A lot of y'all got sloppy ass seconds, and you walking around here like you got a goddamn prize. Everybody done had your prize. Your wife is a doorknob. Everybody done had a turn. So a lot of guys that's walking around here cocky like they married a prize, they married a queen. No, they married somebody who done been all over the place. Nobody wants your wife. Why you think she was available when you married her? Why you think she wasn't with nobody when you found her? Because she done been all over the block. Let's keep it 100. A lot of you men thinking y'all got a prize. If you really knew her history and knew how many dudes she done been with before you, she done had more dudes in and out of her than a goddamn state penitentiary. And you around here acting like you got a prize. I know a dude right now, he's acting like his wife is a prize. And she got more mileages on her vagina than a 1976 Volvo. And he around here popping his collar, you know what I'm saying? Like he really found somebody. And he really ain't got nobody. And basically, you have some of these females, they will sit up here and lie and tell some men, I got all these guys that's checking for me. My baby daddy still want to be with me. My ex still want to be with me. They sit up there and they do that because that's a manipulative tactic to scare you and to marrying her first. If she makes you feel like she got all these men who want her, you better hurry up and marry me. You better hurry up and put a ring on it. And it's always a square simp dude that will fall for it. She might have even, it's a scare tactic. It's a scare tactic to convince you, to manipulate you into marrying her. She may have told you her ex still has feelings. Her baby daddy still wants to be with her. And a lot of it is a lie. A lot of them dudes, once they done had her, they don't want to be with her. She told you that. So she could rush you down the altar. Yeah, you got to check the whole facts. That's what I say, Rep. Check the whole facts. Yeah. Exactly, Jeremiah. You got female, they'll do some stuff like that. I'm telling you, some of you guys are on the game. Now, going into the next factor. For those of you who are coming in, I'm talking about this content is for the men. You married her for her looks and now you're miserable. This is the third reason. You married her because she had your children. Big mistake. And a lot of you dudes are doing it. Yep, busted babies. Exactly, real Aaron. And Rep says, women can peep a thirsty guy. A lot of you guys, especially, let me tell you something, especially a woman who's very experienced, who has a long whole facts record, as Rep mentioned earlier. Hoish women are the main type of females who can spot a thirsty, vulnerable dude. I thought she can spot a man of a square dude, a man of low self-esteem. She can spot you right away. But this is the third reason. You married her because she had your children. Not a wise thing to do. So a lot of men who married a woman, oh, because that's my baby mama. She had my kids. I don't want no other man raising my kids. I don't want to pay child support. You have a lot of men that are in miserable marriages because they had children from a woman and they don't want to leave that miserable ass marriage because they don't want to pay no child support. You missing out on giving yourself to a woman who can give you a happier life, all because you don't want to leave you don't want to leave this trifling ass marriage that you know is not working out. You know you and the woman ain't seeing eye to eye. You know you're not happy with her. You know you're not happy. She's not happy with you. But because y'all have children together, you don't want to pay alimony. You don't want to pay child support. You would rather stay miserable because that's the song. It's cheaper to keep her. A lot of y'all are doing that mess because you don't want to pay no child support. I ain't about to leave her, and I got to pay her child support every month, and she have another dude sleeping on my sectional sofa. So you rather stay so you ain't got to pay? Let me tell you something. You cannot put price on a peace of mind. You can't put price on a peace of mind. Sometimes you got to pay your way out of a miserable ass situation. Sometimes you have to do that because you have to look at the long picture. You have to look at the bigger picture. Yeah, you may have to kick out some ducats for your kids or whatever. But guess what? Who's to say things ain't going to work out where you get a woman that's going to be 20 times better than her, make way more money than her, got way more going for her, to where you're not even going to feel what you're going to lose in the process, because you're going to be with a better woman that's going to make you gain 20 times more. It's a lot of dudes around here holding on. You holding on to a damn 2001 Toyota Camry when you could have been had a 2016 Mercedes Benz. That's a lot of guys that's doing that mess. I don't want to pay no child. You don't want to pay no child support. So you rather stay in a miserable marriage. And then also too, you have, like, for instance, like, you have some guys, like, you have some military men. You got guys that's in the military. They get paid for claiming a wife as a dependent. The more children you have, and if you have a wife, that's the bigger your check. You have some men that will stay in a relationship all because they do not want to have to be financially obligated because there are children in the mix. And you're doing yourself a disservice. I don't blame you, non-GMO team, no kids. You're doing yourself a disservice. I'd rather raise my own kids and make her pay child support. Yep, you can do that too, Mr. Keep It Real. It's a bunch of ways to get around that, other than using, well, we got kids together as an excuse to stay with a woman that's mistreating you, to stay with a woman that you're miserable with. But a lot of men are miserably married because they do not want to separate from their kids. They don't want to separate from their kids. They know that if they was to divorce that woman, or if they was to leave that woman, that means now 9 times out of 10 that may give her the upper hand, because you know how these courts are more in favor of the women unless you can prove she's unfit. The courts are going to make you, as the man, pay child support. The courts are going to make you pay alimony or whatever. But if you fight it, or if you're not scared to fight it, you can actually make her pay you child support. So that is a probability. But it's going to be kind of hard to fight. But yeah, but basically, it's just better to not stay in a situation just because y'all got kids together. It makes no sense. The next thing is, you married her to make the women you really wanted jealous. You married her to make the women you really wanted jealous. You have some dudes that do petty stuff like this. You have some men that go out here and marry a female out of spite, all because they want to prove a point to the woman who really wanted them, who rejected them, that, okay, you didn't want me, I can still get me a wife. I can still get me a wife. I can still get me somebody. A lot of dudes are marrying out of spite, and they paying for it. All because the woman you didn't want, you know what I'm saying? She didn't want you, so you found another female that was willing to marry you, so you married her to spite the woman who you really wanted. So that's another thing. You got some dudes that have married because of that, and they paying the price for it. It's not a smart idea to marry a woman because you want to spite other females. Oh, you ain't want to wife me? Okay, I found a woman who do want to wife me. Q497 says, okay, I'll call you back. Q497 says, Mocha, they don't make women like you. I just Googled it. Women like Mocha, Google return error 404, women not found. Thank you, Mr. Keeping It Real. Been there, done that. The truth hurts. Yeah, you have to be careful doing that. You want to marry this woman over here because the woman you wanted, she rejected you. She rejected your advances. So you go scoop up the next woman that's willing to jump in line and marry you. Not a wise idea. And this is another reason why you have dudes that are married, but they're miserable because of that reason. You don't marry another woman to piss off or spite another female. Another reason a lot of guys are miserably married, you married her to boost your own ego because she looks good and she's good arm candy. So you got up with this woman just because because she basically makes you look good. She strokes your ego. She makes you feel like you the man. What's up, Angela? She makes you feel like you're the man. You got it going on. She basically strokes your ego. All of that to make you think you got something, when in actuality you really don't. For everybody who's coming in the chat tonight, I'm talking about men who have married women for their looks and now they're miserable. You got some guys that do that. It's all about stroking their own ego. They feel like as long as I married a beautiful, pretty woman, that says something about me as a man. That don't define you as a man. Just because you with a woman, you're married to a woman basically because of how good she looks. That don't mean nothing. The next reason is you are miserably married. You married her because she hooked you sexually. She hooked you sexually. Let's face it, a lot of you guys done married a female because she made you feel like king of the jungle in the bedroom. She made you feel like you're this big, like you weigh the size of King Tut. She had moaning and groaning and wait, when you taking them backstrokes, she got you feeling like you the champ of the goddamn bedroom. All that fake moaning and groaning in the bed be having these boys' heads swole. Exactly. She had you thinking you was doing something. She stroked your ego in the bedroom. All that moaning and groaning and, oh yes, daddy, give it to me, daddy. Oh yes, daddy. Oh yes, yes, yes. Hit it there, daddy. Oh yes. Oh. What's up, plenty of chocolate? Yes. A lot of you guys got turned out in that goddamn bedroom. What's up, Raw L, my Scorpio brother? How you doing? Oh, yes. She made you feel like you was doing something in that bedroom. Oh, yeah. A lot of men that married the wrong woman because of how she turned them out sexually. She did all kind of tricks on that bedroom that you probably never got another woman to do for you. Search on her, you never checked her whole facts. That's the reason why females be like, how he married her? She the biggest hoe of such and such so and so street. She always been a hoe back in the day. How he married her? Out of all the women he could have chose, why did he marry her? Because she turned his ass out in that bedroom. She did tricks in the bedroom that he never got other women to do. She actually wasn't moaning. She turned on recording of moaning and fell asleep. So it's a lot of that. A lot of guys ain't got turned out in the bedroom. That's the only reason why they married. The women they married, because she was certified and giving him a blowjob. She she knew how to turn him out in the bedroom. That's all it is. Some of you guys, if you think about it, some of you guys, and some of y'all may not be honest, if you take away the sex, if you were a woman now and you know the relationship is not really where it needs to be, if you take away the sex, if you remove the sex, you probably wouldn't even be with her. If you remove the sex, you will see y'all absolutely have nothing in common. Sex has got a lot of people in tall ass marriages and tall ass relationships. Sex has made a lot of people delusional to the person that they are really dealing with. If you was to remove sex out the equation, half of y'all wouldn't even be compatible. Y'all wouldn't even be with the person y'all with if you was to remove the sex. Outside of that bedroom, y'all absolutely have nothing in common. Y'all have no chemistry. Y'all have no connection. Y'all can't even sit down and have a real conversation outside of that. You have no there's nothing else outside of that. Let me see. There's absolutely, as I was saying, there's a lot of people outside of the bedroom. Y'all don't have nothing in common. Y'all can't hold a real conversation. Y'all can't talk about plans. Y'all can't talk about nothing deep and intellectual. There's no real chemistry. It's a lot of people that are married, and the only time they can really connect is when they're in that bedroom. When they come outside of that bedroom, there's no connection outside of that. It's a lot. It's a lot of that. Uh, Let me read some of y'all comments. Oh yeah, that beeping sound, that was somebody calling me. Yeah, King Boss says, fake it to get the bag. Yep, you have a lot of women that do that. I agree. Mocha, I've been with a woman just for the sex, and I didn't want her other than that, honestly. I'm glad that you are being transparent and honest about that. Um, if you remove the sex, really, you'll find out you have nothing in common with that person. And it's a lot of relationships that were basically built off of sex. Nothing else. It basically sex, nothing else behind that. So I know my battery is low. Did I not plug this thing in? Oh, it's not even plugged in. Okay. Let me plug this in. Yeah. But at least you knew that and you did not try to wife her to think that was going to make up for it, Rep. At least you knew, okay, I can vibe with her sexually. I can't vibe with her no other than that. Because you basically saved yourself from being miserable. Because if you would have wifed her just based off on the pretense that sexually y'all can't connect, you would have been miserable. It was a recipe for disaster. Because you have to realize, outside of the sex, you have to deal with the real person underneath that. I don't care how good the vajayjay is. Same thing for the ladies. I don't give a damn how good his dick is. If there's nothing else to keep the connection, to keep the relationship stimulated, the sex is going to get old really fast. You have to have something else other than the sex to keep the relationship going, to keep it striving. It cannot just be about the sex. Now, Rael says, I had an ex years ago where I asked myself that question. Would I be with her if she didn't have them buns and good neck game? I was like, hell nah. Broke up with her. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying he thought he was King Kong when he was actually Cheetah. Exactly. Sexual chemistry will have you thinking you in love like a motherfucker and you ain't careful. Look at the white dude in Harlem Nights. Left his whole family for the prostitute. That's what I'm saying. You remove the sex. There's nothing else there. There's nothing. So you can't be blinded. You can't. Your judgment cannot be clouded. All because somebody knows how to make you bust a few nuts here and there. Okay, you're gonna have something else to keep that relationship connected and stimulated other than that. The next thing, you married her because your mother told you to. You'll be surprised, a lot of men have married women because their mama told her she's a good woman. You need to wife her up. She's a good woman. I think she would be a good woman for you. And I noticed this too. I noticed how like a lot of single mothers, and if hopefully I'm not offending anybody, but if it doesn't apply, it doesn't reply. You don't have to reply. It's been women who are single mothers who will persuade their sons or persuade their other men, their men in the family to wife other single mothers because she felt the struggle as a single mom. So of course she'll tell her son, knowing that the woman may have a lot of excess baggage, has multiple children for multiple men, never been in a relationship, never been married. You'll have some single mothers that'll tell their son to marry another single mother because she can relate to that other young woman's struggle because she was a single mother. So you have all type of women you have men who have married women because their mama told them to marry. I think she's a good woman for you. You need to marry her up. Now, if you have a really good mother, if you have a mom, if you're blessed to still have a mother that's living, and she sizes a woman up and tells you you don't need to marry her, you don't need to wife her, trust and believe your mom sees something about that broad that ain't right. And every man that has ever bucked his mother and married a woman, he found out the hard way. Now, I'm not saying this the case with everybody because you got some of these women, they're very possessive of their sons, so they think nobody ain't good for their son. So you still have to have discretion. But you do have some women that will they always in their son's business and always telling their son what kind of woman they need to marry and what kind of woman you need to be with. So you have some men, they married a woman because their mama told them to. Not a wise idea because at the end of the day, you got to deal with that woman. You got to be with that woman. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be careful with that. Also, you married her for personal benefits. You have some men that have married women basically because he can personally benefit. He married the woman because of image. It makes him look good. Or he married her because of income. He knows she can file this woman on her taxes. He can file the women, the children they done had together. All of these are reasons. Behind that, there's no chemistry. There's no connection. Y'all are not spiritually yoked. There's nothing else there to solidify that marriage and make it grow because you did not marry her for that right reason. You married her for personal benefit, as I mentioned earlier, for the sex because she's good at what she does. Maybe this woman has pleased you sexually in ways that other women have not pleased you. It's things that she's doing to you or for you in that bedroom that you normally haven't been able to get other women to do. Next reason is you married her because you thought it would change her. That's the dumbest thing. You got some women who do that too. You got some women that marry a man because they feel like, oh, he's going to man up. He's going to be a good man. He's going to be. No, marriage does not change a person. Only thing marriage changes is the last name. Marrying somebody is not going to automatically make them a good husband. It's automatically not going to make them a good wife. That's not going to automatically make somebody bonded to you. It's not going to make a person a better person because you decide to marry him or you decided to marry her. If they didn't already have those qualities, if they did not already have those good qualities prior to the marriage, a piece of paper is not going to change that. Bottom line, I've heard men say, I married her because I thought things would be different. I figured because we was not married, she was miserable with me. So I married her thinking that that would make her happy. Not a wise idea. Not wise at all. Yes, and I've always liked that line, real Aaron. One night of passion could cause a lifetime of pain. And that's the God's honest truth. All it takes is to give the wrong person a few moments of your life, and you could be stuck with them for a lifetime. So you have to be very wise. Marrying a woman is not going to change her. If she wasn't cooking and cleaning and handling her business as a wife to you while y'all was just boyfriend and girlfriend, that's not going to change once y'all get married. She has to already have the qualities of a wife before you make her your wife. You have to already see those qualities in her before you decide to walk down the aisle and make this woman your wife for the rest of your life. She's not keeping her house clean. You see, she's never taking care of her children. She's never been responsible. She's not ambitious. She doesn't want anything out of life. What the hell makes you think putting a ring on her finger and a piece of paper is going to make her this magical wife to you that she wasn't before you married her? It's not going to change her. Only thing is going to change is her last name. So don't think because you marry a woman you're going to change her, gentlemen. That's not going to happen. And I tell women the same thing. You're not going to change a man and make him a better husband because you make him marry you. It's not going to work. Rael says, like this woman said, many women want to get married, but not many want to be a wife. A wife is a duty, it's an obligation. Absolutely, absolutely. It's too many women out here. They are more infatuated with the idea of marriage than actually being a wife. Because the bottom line is some of these women think marriage is supposed to benefit them. Once I marry, he has to take care of me. He has to take care of our kids. He has to basically, take care of me. These women don't look at it like it goes both ways. When you marry, he don't just take care of you. You also take care of him. Y'all take care of each other. You have a lot of women, they look at marriage as marriage is supposed to benefit them. What a lot of people have to understand, men and women, marriage is a responsibility. It's not a privilege. It's a responsibility. That means you are responsible for that person's well-being. It's more than just getting a wedding dress. It's more than just picking out a venue. It's more than just going to Reiman Marcus and picking out rings. That's the wedding part. Marriage in itself is a responsibility. It's nothing to play with. It's not a joke. You are obligated. You are responsible for that other person. God forbid something happens to your husband, something happens to your wife. You are responsible for that individual. Like the other day, my husband had injured his hand on his job. And I had to get off my job to go tend to him so I could take him to the hospital and made sure he got immediate help right away because that is what a wife is supposed to do. It's more than just your husband giving you his black card or his credit card so you could swipe and shop as much as you want. It's an obligation. And if people perceive marriage as a responsibility, they wouldn't be going around here just marrying people just to be marrying people. And that's the problem. And a woman who wants to be married needs to be a wife in training, or when she's chosen, she's ready to fulfill that duty. Absolutely. And the bottom line is this: all women are not called to be wives. All women are not called to be wives. All men are not called to be husbands. You can't assume because a person is a female, she's automatically wife material. Not all women are cut out to be wives. Some are cut out just to be what they are, just baby mamas or either single. Because if some of these women are so selfish, they offer themselves. They don't know how to be there for a man, but they want a man to be there for them. And it does not work that way. Marriage is a two-way street. You both have to be there for each other. You have to take care of that man like that man has to take care of you. And you have a lot of women, they love to be married, but they don't want to be nobody wife. They don't want to cook. They don't want to clean. The man get in trouble. The money get low. She don't feel like she got to go out there and work and help him and do her part. No, she wants to sit around and look pretty and get her nails done, get her hair done. Meanwhile, he out there busting his ass. He catching hell and going through while she's sitting on her ass being pretty. She's not sacrificing anything. He's doing all the sacrificing and she's not. And it's not supposed to go that way. Um, and just keep in mind, when you marry a woman because of her looks, her demands are very high. Women, the usually that are very attractive, the more attractive a woman is, the higher her demands are. Because you have to realize, women that are very attractive, they are used to men catering to them. They're used to men worshiping them. They're used to men buying them, and they're used to men chasing them. So just realize, if you are a man that only specifically wants to marry or only wants to commit to a woman because of how good she looks, realize that you're going to have to put in a lot of work, because women like that, they already feel like uh they are God's gift to men, and basically that you should be worshiping them. Because you had a lot of simps, had a lot of guys before you who has created this monster. And basically, you're going to be picking up where the last dudes left off. So if she's used to men splurging on her, she's used to men spoiling her, she's used to men giving her, she's going to expect the same thing. So when you meet a very attractive woman, the main thing is you have to sit down and have a conversation with her and find out where her mindset is. You have to ask her, what is marriage to you? Ask her, what is marriage to you? If I, God forbid, if I ever got in a situation and I was not able to provide and take care of you, would you be willing to do the same for me? Would you be willing to, if the tables were to turn, I couldn't buy you all the expensive things you used to me buying? Would you still, in the words of 50 cents, 21 questions? If I lost everything today, would you still be willing to be my wife? Or if I lose everything, you going to leave at the drop of a dime? This is very important that you ask these questions, because everybody does not have the same definition for marriage. So it's important that you date, and I mean date somebody for a while, because even when you ask people questions, they're going to lie and tell you what you want to hear. Oh, yeah, baby, if you lose your job today, I'm going to be there for you no matter what. I'm still not going to leave. Even if you lose your business, even if you lose your millions, I'm ride or die no matter what. And as soon as you lose your millions, here she is. She packing her bags and she walking out the door. So you need to really take the time to know what type of woman you're dealing with, versus going by how she looks and versus by going on what she says. So basically, I'm going to get ready to wrap it up. I thought it was very important that I did this segment for you married her for her looks. Now you're miserable. It's a lot of guys out here prefer, especially these young men. It's a lot of young men that are marrying relatively young. Because again, they're looking at, they're focusing on the wrong thing. Feel like if I got a wife, I can get as much sex as I want, because me and my wife live up under the same roof, so I get all the sex I want. To only find out when you marry her, you ain't getting all the sex you want. Yeah, she did all that in the beginning to hook you and to will you in. Now that you done wifed her, she ain't doing none of that. Okay, now that y'all done had kids together, now she's lacking in her wifely duties. She don't feel like she got to do anything else now. She feel like, hell, I done had your kids. I gave you a family, so why should I have to do anything else? So now she gave you that part. She gave you being the mother of your child, but that don't mean she gave you the part of being a wife. So you also in fact have a lot of dudes who married a female because of the fact that she's the mother of their kids. Yeah, you can marry a woman, but guess what? You only married your baby mama. That don't mean you married your wife. It's a lot of men who are married to their baby mama. Yeah, y'all got kids together, but that's all y'all got together. Y'all don't have no chemistry. Y'all don't have no spiritual connection. She's not trying to build anything with you. She's not trying to have anything with you. She's not trying to build a legacy, build a foundation. She's sitting on the passenger. She's sitting in the back of the seat, and she letting you do all the driving. You doing all the hard work. You the one who putting in all the effort. You the one that's sacrificing everything. You the one that's making everything happen. While she just sits in the back seat, pisses and bitches and complains and moans about what you need to do, what you should be doing, why we ain't got this, why you ain't bought that, why we don't have a new house, why we don't have a new car. She's doing all of this bitching and moaning, but at the end of the day, she's not helping you do anything. She's leaving it all on you because you have some women who have this attitude. Long as they got a husband, they don't feel like they got to do anything. You got some women who really think like that. I got a husband. I ain't got to work. I got a husband. I don't have to save no money. I got a husband. I don't have to get up there and go out and get a job and help him. You have some women that really think like that. So it's important that you find out a woman's mindset before you sit up there and you run down the aisle and you wipe her. And these same dudes will get with the wrong kind of woman and will become bitter and become tainted and end up resenting all women, all because he married the wrong goddamn woman. You mad with all these women, but in actuality, you messed up because you chose the wrong one. And then you have some men who passed up good women, who had women who really loved them, who really was genuinely for them, who genuinely supported them, who genuinely had their back. But because she had one or two flaws, you decide to walk away from this woman and you want to be with this woman because she looks good. A lot of men, a lot of dudes done missed out on good women all because they was too busy focusing on trying to stay with the one who really wasn't doing them no justice. I know a guy personally who did that. He had a woman that genuinely loved him for what he was, and she wanted to be with him. She wanted to build with him. This woman was in the military. She had a good career going for herself. She was well established. She was somebody that would have been an asset for him. He did not want her. He wanted to stay with the one. He wanted to stay with his wife because they had kids together. He knew the relationship was in turmoil. He knew the marriage was in trouble, but he wanted to stay with her because that's my baby mama. We got kids together. And he did that, passed up on a good woman. Now he's still in a miserable marriage. Now he wishing when that opportunity was there that he would have took it. And it's too late. That woman is not about to give him a second chance because he basically turned on her. Sometimes the woman you want is not the woman you need. Just because that's who you want. What's up, Turf Orca? That does not mean she's the woman for you. I don't care how bad you want her. Everything you want is not good for you. You have to discern the difference between what you want and what you need. And that's the reason why a lot of people are messed up right now because they went after what they wanted versus going after what they needed. So I definitely want to give a big ups to everybody in the chat room who joined me tonight doing this live. I hope some of you guys, and you ladies, I got y'all coming too. Um, I'm also going to do a segment for the ladies. You're married. You married him for his looks, and now you're miserable. Because guess what? Women do this crap all the time too. Yes, you got with that man because he was good in the bedroom. He put that platinum pipe game down, so you married him because he knew how to make you shake and your toenails curl. And now that you done married this dude, now you hate the fact that you even took that step with him, all because you allowed that pipe game to cloud your judgment. So yes, ladies, I'm coming after y'all later. Don't worry. You think I'm going to let y'all off the hook? Absolutely not, because I'm going in on the ladies doing my next upload. The segment is you married him for his looks, so now you're miserable. So yes, ladies, y'all got y'all turn. I'm going to be chewing y'all ass out too, because a lot of y'all are doing the same thing. So I went in on the brothers tonight, but I'm going to get all the to address certain topics that I didn't get a chance to address, or it's a subject you're interested in, or something you want to know my opinion about, you can email me at cafe79 at yahoo.com, as well. Also, okay, oh, here's everything. Okay, so that's my cash app information right there, ladies and gentlemen. Diamond Girl. Again, my email is cafe79. Tonight's content, if it doesn't apply, you don't have to reply. Let it fly. Okay. Also, those of you who are interested in cable, if your cable bill, your current cable provider, if you're paying almost $100 or more and it's just costing you too much, I don't know if you got Dish Network or you got cable, satellite dish, whoever your current cable provider. If they'll charge you over $100, I could save you much less. You get 6,000 channels for only $25 a month. 6,000 channels, that includes all the premium channels, that includes free pay-per-view events, that includes everything. Only for $25 a month. This is not a promotion price. This is not a temporary price. Once you sign up with me and get cable, you will only be paying $25 for the rest of your life. Only thing you need is a Fire Stick, and you need high speed internet of 20 gigabytes per second or more. Long as you have those things, your cable will be $25 a month. I don't charge late fees. I don't charge surcharges. All of these taxes that these cable providers be charging y'all, I don't do that. So for anybody who's interested, just email me about the cable. I will give you the information. Once you cash at me that $25 fee, I will connect your cable within 3 seconds. That's how fast I can do it. But you have to have an Amazon sticker order for me to do that. Tonight's content has been brought to you by the the no fuckery zone, promoting knowledge, not garbage. It's been real, y'all. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. And on that note, is your girl, Lady Mocha. Remember, I'm going to always pour you a cup of truth, and I'm going to always pick you off a slice of knowledge. Y'all be blessed. And before y'all leave, please make sure you hit that like button. You like, you share, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed to the channel. I appreciate it. Love y'all. Be blessed. Take care. Bye.